Classic, guys. I think that's from a movie, isn't it? Does this rag smell of chloroform to you? Okay, so slowly but surely the apoapsis will be climbing up, but as usual, we spend most of our fuel getting to the Mun, and then tiny bit to actually get to Minmus. So remember that. The Mun is most of the work, Minmus is a tiny bit of work more. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna adjust here and burn to where our maneuver node says it wants to burn, because we're gonna go in at the wrong... There we go, the wrong angle. Very slowly, we're pushing up our apoapsis. There we go, there we go. This is why I wanted to be gentle in this case. There we go, we are actually at a periapsis. That is not that bad. We need to be at 250 if you remember. So we're going to need to slow down here. We'll already be in a polar orbit. This only takes us 160 so far. We need to slow this down to reach an apoapsis. Let's do that by ones. Apoapsis of 250. You know, about. It's not that important to be perfect. And we will add Scansat Urgent Omelette Probe, which will reach Minmus in 11 days, 2 hours. Why such a long time? That is curious. Oh, because, as you can see here, we're doing a little hop. Ah, yes, yes, yes. We're doing a weird little hop to get there. So this little bit adds so much time, because we're going to be slowing down here a whole lot before we even hit that. Normally I would expect, I don't know, 9 days maybe? 8 to 9 days? So this adds a couple of days. But that's okay, this one is doing its thing. Back to the other omelette probes. Where is it? My God. Let's focus back on Kerbin. That makes this a whole lot easier. So that's the Urgent Omelette Probe, which is currently already on the way. This, switch 2, is the main vessel. That's cool, Luther. I didn't know that. Okay, here's going to be the story of our failure. Because, as you remember, I wanted these to be gone, but I did decouplers where I should have done separators. So we can activate these. Extend, let's extend 2 antenna. Actually, you know what? Let's just... We already know this is largely a failure, so let's just extend them all. We're gonna keep this on battery power for now. We're gonna decouple this one, but here's the problem. It's gonna be stuck between these things. We don't have RCS to get it out on the side. So we'll have to see what we can do. Is there any way for us to actually maneuver this thing out? Can we wiggle it out? Can we get something done? We can activate its engines. But I don't think we can wiggle it out. See, the engines won't work. This thing is trapped. I wonder if we can maybe jiggle this craft and see if we can get out on the side. Look, it's trying to get out there. It's hello, hello. Let's go. You can do it. 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 Come on. Come on. Come on. Get out there. Get out there. Fly. Fly to your home. Yes. I did not believe that would work. Yes. Beautiful. Again, turning off the automatic notifications. We don't need this for that guy. Beautiful. Why did Nightbot crack down on Fub? Oh, Vanen misclicked. Twitch can be a platform for entertaining, wholesome content? That coming from the king of memes? Okay, this baby. We are setting on a course to the Mun. Our relative... There we go. Relative difference is 0.2. That is fine by me. Might be able to catch it right there. We have too many things in orbit right now. Let's focus our view. Let's see, this would be in 8 minutes. Would get us very close. This would be inefficient. We need an orbit that is higher. So ideally... There we go. Look at that. That is 800. Let's shift this closer. 600. We're just gently shifting this. 327. That's pretty good. 245. Excellent. That node is in 4 minutes. It's going to be a prograde node. Let's double check to see if everything's okay. You know or knew an okonomiyaki, an expensive by comparison what it should cost. A bit expensive but delicious. I have no idea what that is. We could go eat okonomiyaki with Alex too. Cool. That would actually be really nice. Okay, I think we're all set up for this one. Let's fast forward to 25 seconds or so. Sadly, money's a little bit tight for me. I wish I could just go visit somewhere in the UK. I loved it when I was in Manchester a couple of months ago. That was a real nice trip, real beautiful to see. 3, 2, 1, fire away. It's like a Japanese omelette pancake thing. Huh. Dexter's Laboratory references, Huthor. Classy. Yep. Dexter's Laboratory was actually... I have fond memories of that weird show. Okay, let's get this down a little bit. But it also coincides with the Cartoon Network, the actual network being released in the Netherlands, being launched. Released like it's a wild animal. Run! Run free! Bring weird cartoons to... Whoop. There we go. Weird cartoons to the people. I need to adjust this, so we're gonna do a burn maybe somewhere here. The earlier the better. I need to slowly adjust this to see if we can... Oh, to see if we can make this polar, because the earlier we do this, the less it's going to cost us in delta V. This, though... Ugh. $150. That's not that bad, though. Let's see. Now, gently, can I... Whoa, 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 whoa. What did I do? What did I do? I changed something massively. Oh, darn it. Close that one. Let's see if I can do this very early. Now, what was it? I wanted to change... Now again, the normal burns help us move this upwards, but these radial burns help us adjust it like this. That puts us in a reasonably nice polar orbit right there. So that is one I want to add and make sure that we do. That's in 23 minutes. For the urgent omelette probe, let's give these some sensible names. Otherwise, we're gonna get real confused. Scan, biome, mun. You know what? Moon? There we go. Accept that baby. This doesn't update until you actually make a new node. That's a bit of a downer, but okay. Now, let's move back here and keep an eye on our last urgent omelet. Switch to. Japanese pancake world, but of course in Amsterdam, so too far. Ed, and Eddie was fun, yeah. Now, I remember there was one weird cartoon that they had, which actually featured Brian from Family Guy. That was the cartoon that had the idea of Brian before Family Guy was a thing. It was also Seth MacFarlane thing. Except they just, they had the dog, they had him coupled to a dumb guy, but it was an older guy, but it didn't quite work out. So I like how they took that character and then just said, let's adjust him. Yeah, okay, this indeed wouldn't work. Look at this. We have 2,400. We'd need to see if we even have the ability. 2,700. See, the best we could get, 2,437 would be this. Well, that's alright. We'll just, actually, that's at the periapsis. Hold up. If I oh wait, that was at the apoapsis? That was at the apoapsis, darn it. I was just saying it might be cheaper at the apoapsis, but that is already it. Okay, so 2,400. Whoa. Oh, no. Unset the target. What did I set as target? Unset the target. How do you easily unset a target? Oh wait, I think I set the Minimus thing as a target? Oh, you know what? Easier. Set that as target, then unset that as target. Done. Okay, add the apoapsis. Just gonna adjust and see how well we can adjust this and move it to there. There we go. This is all setting up so much stuff for later. 2,437, so we're getting close. Here's the problem that we have. We're going to do 675 of that with one engine, and then the rest with a far, far weaker engine, so we're not going to get this beautiful, beautiful line here. That's okay, we're going to make another... There we go. Timer for that move. Ooh. It's going to be very close. You associate Family Guy with American Dad? You've never watched either? Yeah, I think Huther's assessment is actually pretty solid. This is why I should have renamed some of these. If you jump to the ship... Okay, that is... We have about a minute difference between these, but this one in 18 minutes is going to have its maneuver. That's going to be over there, so that doesn't give us time to launch another thing. So what we can do in the meantime is orientate this and execute this maneuver node, then execute the next maneuver node right away, and then we start working on the next missions. So this sometimes, this is something I've learned to be more fun in Kerbal. When I just started, I did one mission at a time, and that's it. Because otherwise, things would just get too confusing. If I wanted to land on the Mun, I'd just send something landing on the Mun, and then I'd bring it back, and then I'd launch a satellite or whatever. But now I've started to really notice how much cooler it is if you try to do multiple projects at once. Because otherwise you might have a situation where you're just warping something. Now sometimes it gets difficult. When you send something to a different planet, that might take a year to get there. So sometimes warping does make things a little bit tricky, but you know, that's a problem for later. So this one we are adjusting to get a different encounter with the Mun. So I want to focus my view on the Mun. 3, 2, 1. That timing. Keep an eye on this baby. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We messed up. Just gonna softly keep on going to that maneuver node. There we go. Oh god, oh god! Close. There we go. It wasn't responding because of that. Okay, this one's in a good position. Periapsis. We want a notification before it hits the periapsis. No periapsis found on current plan. Oh god, of course. Fine. Add a maneuver to circularize. There we go. Add that alarm. Now, in the meantime, jump to this ship because the Scansat Urgent Omelette is already overdue for its burn. This is going to be tricky because it already needs more time than this. Oh, oh god, oh god. This is not going to be pretty. Oh god, I just remembered. One other problem. Wait, what? Why is this ruining its... Oh, I see, okay. I remembered one other problem, because that involves releasing this one. For which we have to jiggle this large device. Oh yeah, Cosmos. That was a real cool thing that he did. I do like that immensely. Oh no, I was dumb enough. Ooh. Fortunately, the probe core still has its own antenna. So it's actually not a problem that we didn't extend those antennas directly. But we need to jiggle this out of here, and all that time, this ship is now on a route back into the atmosphere and is losing its time. And we're gonna need to try and jiggle it away from this one as the other one did. But this seems to be stuck more closely. There are other planets in KSP. You can land on other planets. Yep, that is great. You mean, can you build a colony there? Absolutely. That is, in fact, part of the plan. Let me show you. This is Kerbin, the Mun, Minmus. Boom. Eve, Moho, Duna. Duna is likely the first thing we'll land on. Drez, Jewel, and Elu. There are people who have added mods to add more planets or make a different solar system. Pretty cool stuff. But that is the selection we have right now. Okay, perfect. This thing is here, and we kind of need to... There we go. Move this away. And it does not have enough delta V in the slightest to get where we need it to go. This thing is doomed. We will probably have to get a different mission to get this one in a proper orbit. Here's the weird thing though. Why is this lowering its periapsis? Oh. Because it's moving that to... It's trying to move to a polar orbit, and before it goes out, it goes in again. See, it's trying to shift it like that. This thing is not going to reach its goal. You're stuck with an Eve landing? Oh, I've never been able to go to Eve. So that is going to be a beautiful, beautiful challenge for the stream. No, this thing's gonna fail. This is not gonna reach an orbit. So what we have to do is make a new lander, a new satellite to get this one into Kerbal orbit. That's okay though, that makes it a lot easier. Also, one problem is I should be doing this at the apoapsis. Let's stop this foolishness right now. With 200, we're not going to be able to get this into an orbit. Oh, that's the wrong... Wait, what? Oh. Nope. See, one problem is we're after the apoapsis, so what we're doing is hideously inefficient. There we go. No, this one is a failure. And is going to fall into the Kerbal atmosphere in about 8 minutes and ruin somebody's day. That's alright though. We have the other ones going, and that is fine. Taking a manned mission to another system would be amazing. Oh, yeah. I don't think there's... I think there may be a mod that adds another system, but that would be... That is so much far beyond what I could possibly do. Okay, we want one to be in polar orbit around Kerbin. Now this is a whole lot simpler because we can take our previous design, open that one, the urgent omelette, and all we need to do is remove some of these. We just need the one satellite. We can edit that fairing to be a whole lot smaller. Aha! Excellent. Excelente. And now it doesn't matter that this is a decoupler and not a separatron. This got us into space anyway. Scan set. Kerbin biome. Save. Launch. You point down, try to point the omelette up. Yeah, that one was just in general a lost cause, I think. This is a tiny, tiny omelette. All we need is a polar orbit. Now, the north line at the bottom there is where we want to go. So I'm just gonna try and carefully adjust it. Oh, to left, to left, to left, to left. There we go, there we go. This is the hardest part. Oh, there we go, there, oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Up, 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 up. This is the hardest part because this is where it is very, very tough to control. This is because of bad design. Oh god, I feel like the inspector in Police Academy. There we go, there we go. Okay. Slow down, buddy. Slow down. Don't be so urgent, omelette. There we go. We're going to the north line right now. And you know what? All we need to do is hold prograde. Okay, you know what? Hold this instead, because you're being weird and wobbly. And we'll get this dart up into the atmosphere. Out of the atmosphere, actually. First omelette is never perfect indeed. And some omelettes exist only to inform future omelettes. So do you display your omelettes to your other omelettes and say, look, this is what happens when you're disobedient? You'll be put to the shame wall. This thing actually... Oh, okay. Just goes to the program. What you can see is it's trying to flip away because of the aerodynamic pressures. If it gets a little bit away from the yellow, it tends to just fully flip away. So we're going to keep it... Oh, this is not good. I'm going to try and point it prograde mostly. And remember, we want it at 250 kilometers in height. So what we're doing is we're trying to move the yellow indicator onto the north-south line there. Over there. So since we need to burn to 250 anyway, I can do that by burning to the side to adjust that line. There we go, that's good, that's good. We'll keep it there. Point prograde. And at 250, we can turn this baby off. Lower it to slowly reach it. By the way, in case you were wondering, I play this with a joystick, with a flight stick, because I just like it. You know, flying a rocket with a joystick, how cool is that? You absolutely don't need to, you can control it with a keyboard. Planes, in my opinion, are a little bit easier with a joystick, but you don't need a joystick for this, not necessarily. Okay, let's expose our satellite. We might get banned from Twitch. Expose your